Alright, back to it. Ooh, hold up. Oh shit, wait, hold up. Let me get the VC face. No, wait, that was the wrong button. Okay, get rid of that. Hmm. Audio does not seem to be... Did I forget to turn my headphones on? I bet I did. Oh, I'm so silly. Microphone check. Everything's good. Alright. So, the last time, we made a lot of headway. I think I have enough time, though, to run over and talk to Claudia before I go to bed. Yes, I do. Perfect. And then I'm gonna get gay. But that has to wait until tomorrow morning. I have so many skill points saved up. It will happen.
I was just thinking, what a nice evening it is for taking part in a murder investigation.
Alright.
She
Ah.
puts her coffee cup down.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions, only that he was never bad to me. Mm, where did they get this recording exactly?
You know, when you get down to it, it was really weird that Titus had this just, like, on his person, ready to go. Because he only talked to me that morning, and it would imply that he just carries that tape around with him, which would be a deeply weird thing to do.
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yes,
Yeah, that was practically his pickup line.
that's crazy. I did not spec into Apocalypse Cop. I only have one Apocalypse Cop point.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, there was mention of Kohoi. Both of these.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Hmm.
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona.
Running joke. I was gonna say
Damn.
running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that.
Oh no. I have a dark sense of humor rape joke.
He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Yeah, listen. I'm not gonna hear you out.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
Drugs will do that.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Oh, she's like, I can fix him.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She
Good.
seems okay to talk about it.
Couldn't fix him fast enough.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Ooh, there's a lot of questions. I don't think the Hardy Boys are still going to be down there to question. Oh well, I can do it tomorrow.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil.
Mm-hmm.
In Oranje, officer.
Oh,
Yes.
but
Did that...
No.
Sex, speed,
yep,
probably
got it.
also.
He was 42.
Damn.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The adversary one.
Damn adversary.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
That's definitely not the name that the kind of voice that I gave him in my mind.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes,
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
it was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
Damn.
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How?
Mhm.
Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid
Okay.
out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
I feel like she's getting way too into this right now.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths."
That sounds racist.
And so it goes. Star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of
Alright.
topic, perhaps?
Yep. This feels like a bad question to ask, but I'm gonna ask it anyways.
It very well could be.
Okay,
Yes.
she took that well.
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? That's not funny, officer.
Yeah, it's not. Definitely don't think I talked to him.
The lieutenant blinks. His expression does not change. All right, let's see where this is going.
Cool.
There is a sound, something in the reeds, when the wind comes through them, on the inlet, on the little islands there between.
Listen, Kim already
islands.
knows this is how I am. He should have expected this.
Her light brown eyes fix on yours, then disappear behind her bangs as she drops her chin.
Alright.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Oh shit, wait, I might be able to get down and talk to the Hardy Boys. Too bad I saved my insane questions for the end, but you know what? I did good the rest of the time, so that's gotta count for something. Are they still here, is the question. Sure are. Hey, fucker,
It's you again. What is it? A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others,
yeah,
and he's in witness protection.
Well,
definitely not local.
let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some Made up horseshit.
I don't even know why I told him this. This was
It
pointless.
means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
These people could not be
I
quiet.
know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Great witness.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little.
Yeah.
Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
And
Yep.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
She did laugh it off, but he's gonna say that it was like a trauma response.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did seem turned off. Or turned on. I'm gonna say it made her nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Honestly, I fear for her safety from Titus more than anything.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You definitely had a lie planned.
I ask for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
Yeah.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Too bad it's almost closing time.
Why?
Uh,
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
I'm breaking him down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Oh god, what if they all just drink themselves to death? That would solve the problem.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be. Convinced,
Yes!
Titus, he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Yeah.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside in the evening light, ruined and old, shadows lengthen on the pavement. A distant gunshot.
All right.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Yeah, that's right.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
That's how we do it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
Yep.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. The lieutenant has put down his notebook. What? What does that mean?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This
They
is
didn't
a
even-
dirty one.
they didn't even
I've got
kill
this
him.
under control. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
Wait, were they taking the fall? Did he, like, overdose? And Claudia was supposed, like... Or did Claudia kill him? And then they were taking the heat for her.
I left it
Huh.
home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus?
It's in his
Now it's all
name.
pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Fucking crack this shit wide
Lizzie,
open.
Your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
So you didn't kill him.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
So there was a wound. You should try looking for it one more time.
Yeah,
before you send the body away.
Yeah, that's right. Good thing we kept it in the fridge.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
The girls, plural. Claudia and the other Hardy boy.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know. Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario, only in reverse.
Huh.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's okay with the fat man still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
Damn.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Yeah, who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Well, that's very normal relative to everything else that's happened here. Why the cover up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I did not.
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Uh-huh.
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Well, at least they look out for each other.
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside.
Yeah.
Behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
Yeah.
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Aw,
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
I see.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
Okay. This ballistics buddy. Whose idea was it to hang him?
In a manner of speaking. We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it. For political reasons. It sent a good message.
It was the 8
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
Too late for that. I already hurt my head in more ways than one.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
Yeah, girls can be Hardy Boys too.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it.
Damn.
Glad you understand that. In a minute, we had help.
A little too...
That woman is just affiliated with... Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya.
Alright.
To talk to.
Klausya. I was pronouncing Klausya.
Hey, cop. Before you go...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm collar.
I feel like he's gonna punch me now that Liz isn't here.
She... Klausya came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But...
Okay, I thought he was just gonna hit me.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Well, we don't actually have a reason to arrest her anyways.
We'll take that into account.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Damn.
Can I help you?
Hello, guard. No. I can do drugs next time. Wait, are we not gonna...
Yes?
Nope. Guess not.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Nope.
It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
I really don't want to put more notes into points into electrochemistry, to be honest. I'll just have to keep making that face forever.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Yep. It's what I deserve.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
In a second. I'm just realizing... Yeah, I was not close enough to my camera. This is supposed to be nothing.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I am looking at people.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
A couple of them.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Oh, but I'm not rock and roll, I'm disco. Well, morale's up at least.
window stands broken in the morning light.
Alright, the time has come. There he is. Morning, Kim.
Yes?
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yep.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yes, I will remember. This is the most important one.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hello, adjust my tie.
Hello, hello. So what brings you here?
Let's see what we can get out of him first.
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
Hmm? Yes, I'm going to sing karaoke here because I'm a superstar.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
He likes me. The muscular type.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
That was probably the fucking fake union man.
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
What friend?
Yeah, Sunday friend.
No, I don't think it came up. Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Uh-huh.
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
I see.
Yes, but yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Okay.
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
That's the guy.
Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him? Ah, shoot. Why not? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
I'm buttering him up.
To his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clé. Still. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
Huh, what does that mean?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays.
It's a kind of friend.
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Okay.
What about me, gendarme?
Damn it. Alright. Didn't get any more. Damn, I even told him I liked him.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill.
No.
Nothing else here.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Where's my composure? That's a yellow, right? Do I have any composure enhancing clothes? I do not. And yeah, the only thing I think are these shoes.
Hi again, gendarme.
Damn it.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Hmm. Do I load this back up?
Hi again, gendarme.
Fuck!
It's the...
Okay, never mind, I'm loading it. I'm loading that back up. Fuck this, fuck this.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. I am. So admiring the atmosphere. Really? Oh yes, let's see. Nothing. That I didn't see anything. Why shouldn't he? What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Muscular? Yes, but he was speaking. Yes, just reporting back whatever I was telling him. Oh, let me. He sounded vaguely uneasy. Sure. And you did. I told you he can be very a visitor to his or is it just money? Friends, I told you. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. He has keys. Hmm? What about me, gendarme? Bye-bye, Jean.
Okay.
Hi again,
Let's
gendarme.
quick save here. Nope.
It's the sports.
Bye-bye, Jean. Hi again, gendarme.
Could
We
he
did
be
it!
a member of the homosexual
We did it! Roll credits, fuck that, nothing else matters.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
I see one of them homos every day when I look in the mirror.
This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved.
Are you a part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground? Why, yes, I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yes. Tell me about these homosexuals.
Oh, it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What do
Oh,
you
we're
do?
ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning, the last things people in Rebishul have to hold on to, the true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father, their marriage.
That's fucking crazy. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
Does it have anything to do with disco?
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say
Fuck
we
yes.
engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society.
The
Where
only,
all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold.
the only person here that understands my love for disco is the homosexuals with tracks.
We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature. Very esoteric.
I see. I told Kim that there was a sexy angle to this.
You can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. One is either already in the homosexual movement or forever excluded from it.
What if I can't remember, though, because I drank so much my brain broke?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
I do. Also, I do have that mesh shirt that I was wearing earlier that's extremely gay.
Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
Hell yeah.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
We're slapping this shit in immediately. You see mysterious strangers in the night leaning against unlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation. A shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radio cell conspiring against the state, and perhaps even against man and woman. Was that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. 8 hours. I will become a part of the gay agenda.
It's you again. What is it?
You got anything for me? We're good.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Damn, it was only 3 before. It's not really much better, to be honest. I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm in no rush.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I convince... Did that give me more chance to convince Kim that there's a sexy angle to this? No? Damn. I do have all these points now that I was saving specifically for that. I'll just put one to Inland Empire.
Yes?
What's it?
Yeah!
You did it. Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing. And you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it.
Wait, this isn't even dark and sexy.
Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Well, Kim, what if I did it?
What has led you to this conclusion?
It's just a... You know... It's exclusively going on vibes.
That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. I find that highly unlikely. It's not
Hell
unusual
yeah.
for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
Well, that wasn't the most interesting, sexy angle.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Could put a point to suggestion. I believe I have... That's not suggestion.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are
Yo,
again.
92%.
There's
Hell
really
yeah.
no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go
Could you-
on and ask.
Tell me about some cryptids.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza.
And I don't. Just...
Ooh, tough choice there.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
She's gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid.
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
What does it sound like?
Like nothing. It's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals. It could be ringing right outside your window and you wouldn't even know it. Could be anywhere. Everywhere, even.
I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
I see. Could it be here right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Ah, perfectly untestable.
Maybe it's predatory.
What if it's predatory?
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage is also invisible?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Oh.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls.
Oh, whoa. That's crazy. I'm Bat.
She transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Koldumamadakwa, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Interesting.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them. Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mamadakwa they followed individually.
I see.
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
I see, with one sound.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltumamadakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what?
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Yeah.
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Hell yeah.
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
Yes.
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
I see. Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Who are you? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support.
Listen, the scientists also said that Godzilla wasn't possible, and look at us now.
There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit.
Mm-hmm.
You need more.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis. Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kutla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life. Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
That is some comic book logic.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
I intend to live forever, too. As a symbol.
Everything has a price, sweetie.
Sure the fuck
After
does.
Mijanou treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away.
Irascible. That's a fucking $100 word. I see.
We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream. The gnome of Jeroma.
That's amazing. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
Fucking gnomes.
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
No.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
Actually, I'm out of gnomes to ask about. Thank you very much, logic.
Of course, dear.
Did I get the thought? Still have 4. Should I research Caustic Echo? That is interesting. That gives me +1 to Volition. Alright, let me go talk to Kalasha. Or how did he pronounce it? Kalasha.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
I am not. There is more here, miss.
You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again, where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol. Or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came. So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Now is not the time to be thinking about doing drugs, electrochemistry.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, through the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Ooh. Who is Ruby? Is that, I bet that's the driver.
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Oh, that's the Hardy girl.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy boy?
Why not?
Does she also party with Ruby, however?
Better not to.
What are you trying to be? Tactful? She wouldn't mind. Go on then.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
So that's how they did it. She's a fixer.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Nobody knows where she is.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
I'm not asking that.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there. Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
He did say he fixes windows.
You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So near. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you, and she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her. Who?
Thank God.
Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow-wisps.
She's literally the only person who's been giving me straight answers this entire time.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. She slowly lights another cigarette. You are. This is not the end of this.
No, I do not wish to arrest her, actually.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
Yeah.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate. She's silent, holding. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Yeah.
Easier that way. I don't know.
Damn.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
It's barred from the inside.
Damn.
You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
I'll go for it. Damn it. Ow.
You kick it, gung-ho style, entering the premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Your foot is ready to explode and punish this object. The sturdy wood door has lost all respect for you.
You know, I bet I probably had some physical instrument closed too. Fuck.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in
Fuck.
sight. You give it another.
Demolish the place.
I don't see how this is going to give new results. There must be another way in there.
Below, in the union box, was there something behind the window? In the hawthorn branches, brushing against the glass? No one knows. It could be that your eyesight is still too poor to notice it, behind that window.
Aha, interesting.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
Looks like it, yes.
+1 visual calculus.
This window is pristine
58%.
inside. Unlike the one next to it, the golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. From the roof outside, location A prime, the glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will.
No.
Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
That's crazy though. He was right outside. Or it could have been a she too.
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies. None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
There definitely couldn't be, but I'm gonna ask anyways.
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void.
Alright.
These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
I have no reason to believe that she was lying about that part.
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yes.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
The bookstore. They have maps.
Ah.
You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right? Good. We should come back with the map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Good idea. Let's do that immediately. Also, I'd like to put on my fancy coat. That looks fucking terrible. Ah. Howdy.
You look like shit. And I don't
Yep.
mean that as a metaphor.
Yeah,
Wow.
fuck you.
You seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you.
Hey, I haven't been drunk for 2 days.
No, what do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
I'm not getting involved.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and
Okay.
the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform. I want to say, yes, I think.
I don't want to ask that.
No one's forcing you.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like.
Like Krasnozov.
Sort of. Okay, I get the reference. Like after he got run over or something. No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
Maybe you want to hear me say things.
I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
You think
Yeah.
it was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know.
Hmm.
Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Watch out for yourself.
Fucker.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
Well, that's
winces
rude.
as she notices you.
Why did they call her the horse-face woman? She looks like a perfectly normal woman.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Yeah.
No, you haven't wronged me. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want? What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Uh-huh. Are you with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's an
You're
asshole.
an asshole. You know what? Maybe you're with both assholes.
That's probably true.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay.
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman.
A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two, is making her uncomfortable.
Well, I know he's a cop now. Which was very obvious.
I can't believe this shit.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st.
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
I've been paying attention.
Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim is cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment.
The lieutenant is silent.
None taken, my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit. Anyone else would just slow you down.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Hey, I've been doing pretty good, all things considered.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Huh.
Oh, it's you eccentric genius.
I am.
I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
I could be, though.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Neither can I, partner. Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. I get it, okay. But what is the motive? That would be my first guess. Yes. I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more.
No, I have nothing else to say to you.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Yeah.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably...
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Yeah, don't waste my time spearing the core.
Can I help you?
It's you again.
Do I have anything to say to you?
What is it? Why?
He's not gonna believe that for a second.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not.
I really don't suspect
Ruby's
her.
one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroll.
And fuck you too, moral
Damn.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Logic up. +1 logic. +1 logic with my offensive hat.
It's you
I have
again.
so much fucking logic right now. That's still not very high. It's relatively high, I suppose.
Behind the dock workers,
do wonder.
a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
It's you again. What is it?
Nice. Our luck is turning up.
Cortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Uh-huh. It's a good thing I put on this racist hat.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? for one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cobb.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof. Nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room.
Huh.
We've only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in racks. That is on my ass, boss.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Tatted on his ass.
That's pretty convincing.
We know the place.
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot. Tell you one thing, I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty. Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said,
Yeah.
I'm too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
I see.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman.
I'm special.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
Firmly. Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
You lost your gun?
Damn.
What an idiot!
I didn't think that I would be cringe.
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
You know, actually. Let's just say yes, see what he says.
No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
That looks antique. A Belma grave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance either.
I don't know. This game's making me feel like it's minuscule.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
And I suppose
see.
you have a theory on that.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
That would just piss off Titus. Eugene seems the most reasonable.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Ha ha! I'm getting to him.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why? She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her.
Fuck yeah.
It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Uh-huh. What was she scared of?
I told you. You. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
I have my ways.
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm a very good cop.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim?
You are insistent.
Yeah. There was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This called Titus. This called Pete. But she was too scared.
Damn, I'm so cool.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
I don't think I will.
Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What she knows comes from somewhere else, from Jamrock. It must be real stuff.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Damn.
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's back. Sure, there's some shit houses there, a cinderblock town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there.
I'm
One more
sure I
question.
know where that is.
What does Ruby look like?
Boyish, hair's red, dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Uh-huh. Ulan frequencies.
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
You know, I think we've made a lot of friends here today.
Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
I don't think he's going to respond well to that.
He already is a sergeant. That's what you're feeling. He just wasn't sure what you are.
Listen, in another life, if our positions were swapped, I would have his life and he would have mine.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
We did say 28% is a high percentage.
Nothing.
Fuck.
As before.
What's this weirdo cop doing now?
I think he's trying to find dirt on us, in our box. It's what they do, Shanks.
Wow, no. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because they like to sniff around in dirt.
He's just trying to sound clever.
Alright.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height. Nothing.
God damn it.
Keep at it. There must be.
No. I refuse. This one I'm getting. I don't care.
Behind the dockworkers, a
Fuck.
Behind the dockworkers.
Damn it. I know these aren't seated. It's true randomness.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it, a bronze key.
Oh.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Huh?
And I need the fatty to get his feet amputated because the smell is killing me.
God damn it, Dennis. You know I can't help it.
Sorry, fucko. These guys won't help you. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table.
Thanks, CEO.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Could that be for the old? What could that be for?
Come on, man.
The abandoned commercial
we were
center.
Just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit. Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
It could open the door in the kitchen. The blue door. It says...
It's worth a try.
Yep.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Ooh. God damn, so much is happening already. I haven't even left the inn.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these
Aha.
years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages.
Inca Nigerian. Ooh, 5 real.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. It's lit. You can't wait to get your hands on it.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering on top of the back box. There's a small column of text underneath. The machine is coin operated. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. Above the painting of a mustached man climbing a hill, a column reads, inspired by the legend of Cornelius Gordy, taken on the world's tallest peak, Corpus Muindi. The Mesk legend holds that when the nation is in danger, heroic Gordy shall return and save his people.
Now that's a tremendous amount of story for a pinball machine. Normally they just have lights and sounds.
The theme of the game is to explore Gordy's climb through the perspective of goats and to ascend to the top of the mountain in a time of trouble. The peak of the mountain is at the top of the playfield. All the balls have small goat icons on them and represent the goats as they race up and down the mountain.
That's fun.
Areas around the playfield represent Gordy's climb, places he was said to have camped, which the goats can discover. Get them to the summit. Indeed, think of them as balls.
Fuck it.
It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're able to keep 3 goat-faced balls in play with relative ease. Go, go, Fingerboy.
Don't call me Finger Boy. I don't like that.
I feel sorry for the goats. If they only knew the kind of guy old Cornelius really was. The kind of a guy who uses the word savages a lot when recounting his travels. A masked nationalist.
I see. A racist.
An avid huntsman, too. He was often photographed in his dining hall, surrounded by wall-mounted hunting trophies from every continent. He also hit his wife and kids. Other people's kids, too. Sometimes pets. Hateful little man.
I hit a kid once, but that kid deserved it.
But you seem to be having fun.
Yeah.
Your game is definitely improving. The jolly goats are flying all over the board. And although a few plummet to their deaths, you're never left with less than 3.
I didn't know I was like... I didn't know Pinball Prodigy was part of my character.
Suddenly, a special passage leading to the summit slides open at the top of the board. This is where the balls need to go. Maneuvering a goat ball into a position for a perfect hit isn't easy. More fall to their deaths. But finally, the opportunity presents itself. One of them gets through. The words "Pale Rupture" light up on the speaker panel, and the machine starts filling with a thick, milky fog. Something's happening.
Congratulations. This is where the game ends. It's a cheap way of getting more money out of the players. A stupid, nihilistic finale.
There's so much fog, you can barely see anything. Some is actually leaking out of the machine, and one by one, your goats start slipping, disappearing into the milky nothingness.
That'd be really annoying for the operators, but they'd have to keep on refilling the mist juice.
This can be navigated. The balls leave almost imperceptible disruptions in the fog. Use them to calculate where they hit next. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but that goat is something special. 5 times you snatch him back from the jaws of death.
I am. I've seen it before. Played it too. You will eventually make a mistake, and then it's all over.
How? You can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy.
Damn. Sad.
Yes?
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
No, I love it. I love pinball.
He doesn't.
No.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi. Exactly. That's what he's known as.
Wait.
His reputation
really?
precedes him.
Kim Pinball Kitsuraki.
So now he remembers. Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
Damn, what happened to him at Pinball?
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights, and to fantastic, science-fiction, and historic romance franchise.
Damn, that requires some skill. And it's not 100% luck for sure.
It is lame.
Then why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy. Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring. as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
I see.
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
Damn, I think pinball's pretty fun.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
Damn it. Alright.
Not only to you, I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi to everyone. Now we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
No, I wanted to be cooler than that. Damn. Okay. You know what? Fuck this. No, I gotta be cool. Unless I accidentally say something fucked up.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball. Cornelius, get the game on, finger boy. Those above the painting of a... The theme of the peak of the areas around the playfield. Indeed, above the painting of a mustached man. Go.
I feel sorry for the gods. The cat, an avid huntsman too. But you seem to be having fun.
Your game suddenly maneuvering the words. This, you're down to your last goat. Going most out. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing, finger boy. All these mesmerize feels like it might jump back. The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machine.
You can.
What a dumb name.
No.
He doesn't.
No.
Kim, pinball, exactly. That's what he's known as.
So fine. No human. It is late. I am not fine. It was not okay. End of story. That time is over now. Our Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too.
Damn.
Now we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path.
No, we're best friends. I can call you Kim. I'm gonna keep calling you
The
Kim.
small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in.
Ah, this is a perfect murder elevator.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
And for revenge murder. Damn, I broke my foot trying to get in here earlier. I didn't even need to do that.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Aha!
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left the pattern, uniform, horizontal lines.
Aha.
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though. The size looks about the same, actually. They are not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Interesting.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week, too. You know, officer.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
I shouldn't have brought that up, but I know that if I failed that check, I would have said something racist, so I'm glad I at least just made it personal.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this
Hell
place.
yeah.
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, leading to the roof, from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. This prince, officer, could be the prince of our killer.
Definitely. Now, what is this? Pinball maker's coat. +1 empathy. That's my empathy looking right now. Pretty low. I think I got that from becoming a hyper-capitalist. +1 hand-eye coordination, though. That's pretty nice. Oh wait, actually it's both. Ooh. This is actually very nice. So what does my current give me? +1 is spirit of horror and +1 shivers. I do like +1 shivers, because that's kind of like what I'm mainly going for. Oh. Oh, hello. Hi Anya. There are no hot dads unless, I mean, listen, the main character's really fucked, but I feel like there's a chance that you might be into him, in like a pitiable kind of way. Everyone else here though seems extremely fatherless. But I don't know. My character, he well, currently actually I'm working on um I'm working on the on specking into becoming gay. Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely BoJack Horseman. Probably equal level of bad things in my past as well, but I don't remember them because I drank so much that I lost all my memories. But I am specking into being gay. I had to pass a skill check. As you can see, I've also passed spec'd into being a superstar, homeless, a disco star. I spec'd into being a communist, but I've also spec'd into being a hyper-capitalist, which would be a problem, but there's nothing requiring that your worldview be in any way logically coherent.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago.
Yes.
Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel? There are machines left over.
I'm getting very close to cracking this case, though. I thought that I solved it before, but I didn't.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hardys bang away at it.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
Ah.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion.
Yeah, that's so true.
He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
The ghost of capitalism inhabits this place.
But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and God ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
I agree.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, Before pinball went out of vogue.
This is very important. I must inform him immediately. Sir, you're being haunted by
Can I
capitalist
help you?
ghosts.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
I played pinball.
Really holding himself back here.
Okay, what is back there?
I'll just tell him the truth. He needs to know.
I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Ooh. Increasing my social link with this guy whose fucking establishment I've been wrecking for the past few days.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
I am a disruptor. I'm a hustler.
Those machines
and a
are
communist.
whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Hey, I got my cut. I don't care.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
I see. He has arcane knowledge.
Everyone knows of it. I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the Whirling.
I'm gonna be hopeful.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms. For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He seems really mad that I told him about the ghosts.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
I see.
Yes, your police skills have delivered. I'm sure you'll get a commendation, maybe even a promotion. Some real estate management company, they never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Ah, the corpos.
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song. Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateniers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
That is a good pick. I'm sad. I should sing that at the karaoke machine.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help. So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
I'm gonna snitch on my girl.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
Damn.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Lena's good. I like Lena.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
Why is she hanging out here all day then?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line.
I don't like
Everything is okay here.
I don't like his casual use of degenerate.
Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
I have paid for everything on time, including the 100 real in damages I did when my drunken stupor.
Yes?
Sir. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the gay guy I got,
Hi again, gendarme.
I got the gay class from.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
He told me that he wants to destroy, the conception of, our society's conception of man and woman, and I was super down.
Was that? Could it be the Calder Mama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear. There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird.
Nah, it couldn't be, I'm different.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder. What are you doing? You're a police officer, not a pansy ornithologist. The only birds you should be looking for are healthy women of childbearing age.
That's creepy as fuck. No, I'm gonna... I hope it's a bird.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it.
If someone told me I was of childbearing age, I would kill them.
No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets. Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
No, I need to integrate cryptozoology into my personality. I'm doing this shit. Hello, cocaine child.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
Wait, what?
Fucked the tree up. Fucked it good. It was porno.
Oh, he's talking about the super racist, but also used a racial slur in the process.
Kipped is a racial slur.
I am aware. I'm not saying that. I fight slurs with slurs. Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
Stop choking, Kuno. The faggot has got you in a chokehold.
Kuno's not fucking choking.
Yeah, don't be a reactionary.
Kuno's gonna keep saying kipped forever now. Kipped. Shit. The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck back down. Now let's talk normal shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Kuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please. You're dreaming, pig. That's not how this shit works.
A little. But don't expect anything to change.
Don't let him dominate you, Kuno. Fuck his fat ass.
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant, you say?
Do you remember how he looked? Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care.
Uh-huh.
Because it's too small for the armor.
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
That's a fucking crazy thing to say.
Yeah? That shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Everyone keeps telling me to talk to that guy. I probably should, even though they said that he would violently murder me.
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has it.
That's
Feel it.
why he's wearing clothes that don't fit him.
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit
You
sniffing?
did.
This is Kuno's
You
kingdom.
did make my shit sniffing
Kuno
harder.
fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists.
Fancy.
Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
He's kind of speaking my language now.
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Alright, Pickle, shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's gonna steal all your money, Kuno.
No, my money's good.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you.
I'm
What
gonna...
that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
I'll show him the racist mug. Why not?
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting 2 and 2 together.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
She is making this incredibly difficult.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there. The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
You were expecting relaying this information to him to be more rewarding, right? Telling him you found out she isn't a gardener. You know what you should do if you want to get rewarded? Drugs. Drugs are more rewarding than work.
You know, if he's still here after dark and Kim goes to bed and I can get my hands on drugs and I give the drugs to this drug child, we might get somewhere.
Or alcohol, if you don't want to do drugs. Alcohol is just as rewarding, but it isn't a drug. This has been going on for quite a while, hasn't it? You've been thinking about drugs and alcohol for a long time now. Juicy drugs. Tasty alcohol.
They have not done any in the game.
Seems kind of boring now, going back to... What was this about? Some yard? Yards aren't interesting. Only drugs are interesting. Drugs and alcohol. You feel sad now, but what can you do? Life has to go on. With a heavy sigh, you say,
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
Huh.
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
That's important to write down.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, have we tried this in a while?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Has something for that? No.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Interesting.
What is this then? A tool shed?
Oh, I have so much to do though. Oh, what the kind of Lord of the Flies bullshit is happening in here?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh, this is Kuno's fucking drug layer, isn't it? And he's got a fucking Lord of the Flies pig head in here.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
This is Kuno's drug layer. I'm gonna tell him I found his drug hideout.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Wow, that's really sad. Anyways, I found your drug shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I faith shifted.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
He doesn't believe him.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What the fuck is with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. To the both of you, watch your ass in Kuno's town, or Kuno's gonna fuck your head off. That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Clearly.
Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I do not know.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
So Kuno's morale is constantly down.
Oh, don't
I
teach
get
him,
it.
Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Yeah, I will. It'll be really cool.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his... Kuno doesn't...
Let's put on my empathy coat.
Kuno's like Kuno's...
17%'s better.
Kuno doesn't give a fuck.
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to...
Kuno gonna fuck you up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work.
Alright. I didn't think that would work. Worth a shot, though.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my... Looks like it's time for me to...
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get...
Fucking fine, whatever. I don't care. No. Wait, what? Yeah. Wasn't that convenient? Oh yeah. Money. That was kind of interesting, I guess. Alright, I should actually go and open that thing now. Right, I need to go get the map.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Rows and rows of Heimdall men blur your vision. Maybe 100? Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. Not even close. Man from Heimdall in hell. Man from Heimdall and the forest of slaves. Man from a twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Heimdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Heimdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Heimdall and the Devil Woman.
This is sexist, isn't it?
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Heimdall novels.
I think I'll pass for now. I really need to get that map.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
Wonderful board games, sir. The viticulture Browbritter.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family? Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Delightfully fascist. I see.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. Crime fiction. These books, not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction, just, you see, a killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Yes, tragedy. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Oh, you're a police officer, apparently.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick, a worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
I am
Then this
complicated.
is the book for you. A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title. Turns out that there are so many different cockatoos. You don't have behavioral.
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. Oh,
Okay, I'll buy it.
Enthusiast.
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. Browsing through all suddenly, high speed, next.
I really...
She understands.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are...
This bookstore is not strictly about crime.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my...
Amidst the various books, you find the point of the book and many others on it serves whole. When it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Oh, it's
the
bullshit
book features
self-help.
chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has... There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this? The throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf.
Easy. New Genuine Empire.
Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pearl. The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. The book contains descriptions of various pseudo-scientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pearl, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik, or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pearl. Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
Interesting. And also extremely sexual.
It is, and good for the circulation too. It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pearl. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pearl and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
Oh.
That seems improbable. For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pearl, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
It does in a lot of these, in a sense,
This is exactly what you need. I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked. There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I don't need that. I can get hard, no problem.
Return it to its place on the shelf.
Okay.
Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
I'll look at that later.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by the maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Alright.
Several the maps look this large ozone in the north radiating outwards from you. You can. The connection you have, perhaps they are got the no. Coal City. No. This is somewhere to
I'm sorry, they're quite valuable, though they might not. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of it from when they didn't get that far.
Okay. I'm gonna go open the thing and then I'm gonna go back and look at the murder scene. Hello, child.
Hello again, sir.
Alright. Very hyped she needs to do something.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like...
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
I fucking nailed it.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching.
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
What am I missing?
Hi, Ace Detective.
This is my
Are you
suggestion
here for your
code.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are.
Me.
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yeah.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too.
Damn.
Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Damn. That's crazy. Alright. Well, that loose end is taken care of. Still have 3 of those. Alright, let's open that. Oh, who are these people? Fingerless gloves. Don't really want that.
A rusting control panel. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, the water lock starts moving.
Alright, nice.
Alright, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks.
As per usual. But now that we have that map, though. This is very helpful. Jeez, I have so many things to do. I'm such a good detective. Okay, I'll go look at the murderer, or the murder victim in the ice bear fridge, because that could be pertinent to the thing that I'm going to do after that.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly. Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. The tongue moves freely. Can you feel it? You're so close. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fume. You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem. Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. The bullet has torn apart his reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
Ooh, let's wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper, until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin. This must be the point. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Fuck.
You push your hand further in. The bullet keeps rolling between your fingers as you beckon it to come out. Out comes his small folding knife. The lieutenant moves its blade across the man's skull, searching.
Mm-hmm. Withdraw your hand 4 centimeters, please.
With a crack, he
Okay.
punches the knife.
As long as he got it.
Then, one more time, and one more, until the bone comes loose, like egg.
Can you push it out?
A fractured piece of lead, like a flower, blossoms from the man's head, followed by your finger.
A bullet. Unknown caliber. Rifled. You may remove your hand from the victim's head now, officer. Well done.
Hell yeah.
Here's your prize. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, high velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury. And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3, ligament mark. Treatment. It's obvious the Hardy Boys tampered with it. I had my doubts. There were no signs of a struggle on his hands. No claw marks on his neck. But still.
His brow furrows, while his eyes glaze over. The lieutenant looks regretful for not figuring this out before.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Aw, thank you. Okay. I'll have to remember to do that at the end of the day. He definitely trusts me a lot more now, though. No, this will be the last thing.
The same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere, on an islet in the Bay of Martinez perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
I see.
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Hell yeah.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Alright, well, that was the autosave. Yeah. That is a good place to leave off. We made a lot of progress today, even though we barely left the whirling ends. We did a fuckload. We are gonna blow this fucking case wide open. Anyways. Who is on? Let us raid. We haven't raided Slush Dog in a minute. Let's do that. Alright, well, it has been fun. Good night, everybody. Blah, 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 blah.